Hello viewers, welcome back to Heart and Soul. We are rolling out a new program right here on your favorite channel. The program is called Word on the Street. This is where we're going to be discussing trending issues, social issues, spiritual issues every week. And I will be your host, DCAT. Hello guys, today is interesting that we're going to be focusing, of course, it's Love Month and everyone knows what time this is. We are counting down to the 14th of February. I know there are goosebumps everywhere, but have you noticed that, love has a way. Love has a way of making you feel, butterflies, the tingles, it makes you feel the feeling you've never felt before. I'm your host, DCAT. The Bible says in clear English, that Adam was given a garden before he was given a woman. And as he was given this garden before he was given a woman, that tells me that the hustle always comes before the honeys. The hustle always comes before the woman, because if you don't have a hustle, she will become a hassle. So in order for us to be able to go into the future, let's see what the trends were in 2023. Here are some of our heroes of 2023, the proposal. But as we look at the past, we want to take a moment of silence as we remember our fallen heroes. Yeah, man, maybe dinner's not so great. Why don't you try it lunch? I don't get it though. I don't get it. Why are women so afraid of marriage? Just leave a comment in our comment section. Tell us, why are women so afraid of marriage? It's ironic to think that some people are dying. It's a prayer point, it's a prayer request for them to enter where others are trying to get out. You see, we assumed that a woman, once she gets a proposal, that's the highlight of her life. But we have noticed the trends that the more you propose, nothing is going to happen. Tell us, why is it that women seemingly are now afraid of marriage? Could it be that they're afraid of commitment? Or maybe it's the trend that men don't really love women for who they are. Let us know in the comment section. We are valuing your contribution. We want to know, let us know what you think. Honestly speaking, I just think we're a broken generation. I just think the way we conduct ourselves has got little or no consideration of other people. To such an extent that we are now accepting the bare minimum. It's like when prices go up, we adjust. When something happens to you that is common, and for instance, if you get to a bus stop and the bus is gone, we adjust, we just wait for the next one. Even if the bus has gone out early, we have got to a point where we are even adjusting to toxic relationships. And such that even if you go home and you tell your parents that I'm going through this at home, they'll just say, that's how marriage is. Just stay in there. Just stick around. That's what your mother did. That's what your father did. I feel like we are just getting to a point where we are accepting the bare minimum. So technically, I feel that we are finding ourselves stuck in situations that we can't get out, because it's better to look like you are dating, or better to look like you are married. You don't want the social stigma. And generally, I think now people are at in a place where they are finding themselves in relationships that are more meaningless, just so that they don't have to deal with societal stress. Men and women are now hurting each other, breaking each other up in the name of love. And then children sometimes are brought up in these homes that have these traumas, and then the generational habits go on. Take a look at this video. Young man proposes. Look at his reaction. Do you think this is proper or appropriate? Guys, the red flags. The red flags, the red flags, the red flags. If you do not take into consideration the red flags, they will become a huge flag in your home. Whatever you ignore about a person, that's truly who they are. People don't change easily. People are not US dollars and rand and RTGS where you can convert them. People do not change easily. Whatever she's showing you, whatever he's showing you about himself, that's who they are. So randomly, if we had to ask the people on the street, could you pick a road that represents your relationship? Some will say Bait Bridge Harare. Others will say Maswingo Road. But I know there are definitely people who will say Harare Bindura Road. That one is mine. That one is mine. Let me just divert a bit. Do you know that living in Zimbabwe should be a program at university? You should get certificates for it. Driving on our roads is a survival skill. You know, other day I was driving going to work, and combi drivers, they have the right of way. In fact, if you tell them to go back onto their lane, they will start cursing and they'll start shouting at you. There's a pothole here. It's just a mess. Getting back home is a mission. It's a maze on our roads. And you'll find that potholes are littered everywhere. They are just littered everywhere. I bumped into this video on ZBC. Take a look at it.
The people of Mashaneng Central Province have joined hands to undertake urgent repairs of the Bindura-Harare highway, which has been seriously damaged by incessant rains, with a tripartite forum having been convened to mobilize resources.
Sections of the Bindura-Harare road have fallen into a dilapidated state, with vehicle breakdowns and accidents on the increase, while travelers are losing valuable time on the road.
Every drive you'll see when motors are konja, because of potholes. I think something really needs to be done.
Potholes pamapunga tichibva apo Bindura andizive mota dziri kukuvara ene maaccident haasi kumira.
Road repairs have been in the pipeline after government engaged two contractors, Exodus and Company, as well as Bitumen World, to repair the road, but funds amounting to millions of dollars are yet to be released. ZANU-PF Politburo member Comrade Kenneth Musani convened a meeting with government and business leaders to mobilize resources for temporary repairs until the contractor undertakes comprehensive rehabilitation work.
We cannot get balance of payment from other sources. We are on sanctions, 2000. So we cannot wait for the government to do everything. Especially decisions on my roads, in my corporate roads.
What's simple for me, if sanctions are the cause of our potholes, then they must go. I really need to drive on a proper road. Enough about potholes. I just want to ask a random question. Is it worth it to fight for love? And what does that mean? And to what extent do we fight for love? Is it possible that you could be fighting for someone who's not fighting for you? Is it possible that you could be fighting for someone who doesn't see you? What does fighting for love mean? And to what extent can you go to fight for the person that you love? In an unfortunate situation, a woman was brutally beaten by other women, a mob of women, for being alleged for taking their husbands. And for me, this is weird because I don't see anywhere in the video where the wives are accusing their husbands. I see women beating up another woman. I don't know if it's our patriarchal structures or patriarchal society that allows women, instead of going to the source. This girl didn't ask herself out. They're not asking her. As soon as they assume, they're already beating her and they're making sure, where is the husband? The husband is at home. He's not involved. And all the women are beating her up and it's just a mess. Do you think this is worth it? Is this how we solve problems? Is this what you call fighting for love? In fact, let's hear what a lawyer has to say about this. Taking the law in our own hands.
Right to life is sacrosanct, and it should be protected at all costs. Our constitution is very clear on the right to life. Through section 48 of the constitution, every person has the right to life, and life can be taken away through a court judgment by a final court of a competent court. So you cannot willingly take that right. And through section 47 of the Criminal Law Codification and Reform Act, chapter 923, it also forbids taking away life. And it is a criminal offense of murder for someone to take someone's life. I believe that in this case, justice will take its course and the perpetrators will be prosecuted.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I sign off, I just wanted to remind you once again of that time when the pastor brought his congregation and he opened the casket and he wanted to bring someone to life. Do you remember this one? When the young man got out of there and he looked like he was starving. And you know, I don't understand. Why is it that all those believers who were right there, no one questioned it, no one asked, is this what we call blind faith? Is this how we believe in our men of the cloth? Is this what church is really all about? I leave you with a question. Leave an answer in the comment section. Let us know. If you were there with your Christian principles, would you have believed this? Till next time, I was your host, DCAT.
My Jesus. Jesus. You alone are God.